Hello everyone, this is DJ Dimaliuat, and for this episode I'm with Jerome San, and the founder of Laurus Enterprises, and one of a great speakers and very good friend of mine here in the Philippines. And I've got to know um, Jerome by attending his events, no, cash flow board game workshop. Doon kita una nakita Jerome. Yun. And also,
Tama sa
yeah,
AIM.
diba? Sa AIM, yeah. And of course, yung mga events, especially when you brought in Robert Kiyosaki here in the Philippines way back 2015, that's really life-changing for me, if I may say, sa'yo, Jerome. So, I mean, I will let Jerome introduce himself. No? So, Jerome, tell them your background and maybe the businesses that you do. What are your major sources of income?
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, DJ, for inviting me sa program mo. So, let's change people's life.
Yeah.
Yun. So what we do sa Laurus Enterprises, what we do is we are an event organizing company. So we organize business event. Pero mostly what we do is yung mga um, um, imported na speaker, a best-selling author, courses and programs. So we fly them in. Kasi before, when I started kasi, I'm someone who doesn't read books.
Okay.
No? Who doesn't read books, so doesn't attend seminar. Basta let things flow lang.
Yeah.
So I keep failing kasi I registered about 11 business sa DTI and I failed 8 of them.
Wow.
Okay, 4 of them with partners, ganon. So not until nung 1997, yung Asian crisis, I was in the import business. So that was yung dollar exchange between US tsaka peso nasa 20, almost 21 pa lang eh. Then it's starting to hit 24, 28, 32. End of the year, it hit 38. So I lost the company. So I end up with a huge debt sa bank. Kasi at that time, I cannot loan. So my dad was yung guarantor ko. That's why I was able to loan a huge amount then. It's actually nasa 8-figure, malaki.
Wow.
So malaki rin interest.
Malaki naging talo.
Yeah, so malaki rin talo. So I end up losing, I borrowed 7-figure pala, I end up losing 8-figure.
8 figures. Lumaki pa, grabe. Because of
lumaki pa.
that crisis.
Interest plus yung conversion. Hindi ko akalain na gano'n nangyari. Yun. So at that time, I don't know what to do. So I asked around anong pwedeng gawin negosyo, gano'n. At the time, laki utang ko, hindi ko rin. Tapos, at the time, crisis din.
Yeah.
So someone told me kasi at the time, real estate is down. As in, down talagang real estate. So someone told me, why don't you venture sa financial planning industry? Sabi ko, bentahan yan eh. Actually, I hate selling.
Okay.
But tinignan ko muna, kasi this person told me there's this thing called MDRT, which you can make nasa 2 million a year. Sabi ko, parang okay yun ah. So, venture ko muna. So yun. Pero at the time when I started, nahirapan ako magbenta. And yun. But, so, doon sa in-house kasi, company kasi may mga in-house training.
Okay.
So, I attend mga training din. Then, one of the trainer, his name is Paul. Then, I was telling Paul, sabi ko, pag nagte-train kayo, parang dali lang magbenta. But ako, hirap na hirap.
Totoo.
Then, sabi, sige. So, punta ka sa office ko. Ganun, usap tayo. So, I sat down sa office niya. Then, sabi niya, paano ko magbenta? Sabi ko, so, binigyan ng policy. Sige, bentahan mo ako ngayon. So, I said, ito yung lump sum, ito yung premium, ito yung dividend, all those stuff. Tapos, sabi ko, do you wanna buy? Sabi niya, not even gonna buy from you. Sabi ko, bakit? You lack rapport.
Yeah.
So even that time, I don't understand ano ibig sabihin ng rapport, ano ibig sabihin ng rapport. So sabi niya, you don't build relationship kasi basta pasok ka na lang. So sabi niya, I have something for you. So in a post-it, he wrote down something. So binigay niya sa akin. So nakasulat dun sa post-it is how to win friends and influence people. Okay. And I asked Paul, ano ito? Sabi niya, it's a book. Sabi ko, book. Sabi ko, but Paul, I don't read. I repeat twice, kick out na dalawang Chinese school. So really, it's not, someone doesn't read. Then sabi niya, but if you want to be successful dito sa industry, you have to read. You have to, look for ways how people become successful, ganon. Then sabi ko, sige, cannot argue with that. So I didn't bought the book kagad. So it took me mga almost 2 weeks yata o 3 weeks So, tamang-tama na sa mall. So, I went to a national bookstore. Siyempre, walang alam sa book. So,
Mm.
nagpatulong pa ako. So, nung nakita ko yung book, I put it out sa shelves. Ang nakasulat, one for 848 pesos. This
Okay.
is 1998.
Yeah, yeah.
So at that time, sabi ko, ang mahal. So, sinolit
Mahal,
ko.
yeah.
Okay. So, so Sunday yun, I think Tuesday ata, 2 days later, Paul saw me again. So, sabi niya, did you buy the book? Sabi ko, Paul, ang mahal. It's 148. Sabi niya, so? Sabi ko, I'm not even gonna read it. Then, ano yung mukha niya, parang sasakalin na ako na parang, ano ba, do you really want to be successful? Sabi ko, yeah, but then, you have to read, you have to learn. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
sige. So, it took me another 2 weeks before I purchased yung book. So, when I
Okay.
purchased the book, hindi ko kagad din binasa. Eh, so, not
Like
until
most
one day yung
people.
wife ko, like most people.
Yeah.
So, one day yung wife ko, hawak yung sabi niya, kanina ito, sa National Bookstore, nakabalot pa lahat. Sabi ko, hindi ko alam. So, binuksan niya, nakita ko yung book. So, sabi ko, pinili ko pala yan. Okay, so I didn't read it then, not until like after a week or so. Then for someone who doesn't read, syempre parang sabi ko, sige, 1 page a day lang, okay na.
Mm.
So page 1, but after reading page 1, so I turn to page 2, page 3, then it's a one that diretso na. Like after an hour, half of the book na pala. Sabi ko, ang ganda. Okay, so I went to sleep. The next day, I just finished the whole thing.
Wow.
So whatever doon natuto ko sa book, I wrote it down. And yun, I start planning things. So after 5 clients, I was able to close a sale for sale ko. Yun, so nung pinapas ko yung policy sa office, nakita ko ni Paul. Sabi niya, oh, so pinasa mo yung book mo. Sabi ko, oh.
Mm.
Okay, then so tinanong ni Paul, so ano yung another book na maganda? So it gave me another book, yung Og Mandino is the greatest salesman in the world.
Wow.
So from then on, it started. So where I found out na, I love this industry
Okay.
because it changed people's life. So that's why it's been in my mind then for a while na sabi ko, okay, one day I'm going to venture to this industry. So when I get the chance, kasi I stumbled to this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. I love it so much na parang sabi ko, I want to be part of this organization no matter what. And I got inspired by this book called Think and Grow Rich kasi doon sa first portion ng book, Napoleon Hill share a story ni Edward Burns. Si Edward Burns kasi ang goal niya is to become partner ni Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
Business
Yeah.
partner no matter what happened. Yun. So, he first met Thomas Edison, he applied, then Thomas Edison turned him down then he said, I'm going to work for free, so and so on. But later on, Thomas Edison had this certain product na hindi niya mabenta. Sabi ni Edward Burns, I'm going to sell that, which walang background sa selling, walang ano, but he just said, I'm going to do it. So he's able to sell lahat ng unit, and Thomas Edison was impressed and offered him a job, but he said, no, I want your partnership. So he
Yeah.
got yung partnership. And for me, it inspired me. Sabi ko, sige nga, let me try this. No? So,
That desire,
yun,
no? That sheer desire.
that's yung,
Yeah.
yung desire. Kasi mostly, I got so enthusiastic dun sa book. Kasi because of that then, doon sa financial planning industry, I was able to become a $1 million round table then. And after, it took me mga 4 years to pay off yung debt then. Yun. But for me, doon nag-umpisa yung spark eh. So, yun. So, when I get a chance, so ni-research ko muna yung Rich Dad, ano sila. Then, Robert is based sa US, sa Arizona. Sabi ko, ang layo. And I found out there's this thing called Rich Dad Asia,
Yeah.
which is based in Singapore. So, I start searching for him and I found him doon. Yung para makontak ko lang, I found him sa richdad.com. May forum pa dati.
Yeah.
Sa Rich Dad forum, they call it. So, doon sa Asia Pacific, siya pala yung moderator. So I
Okay.
start throwing in questions sa kanya, but he never paid attention to me. Not until sabi ko, I want to do cash flow dito sa Philippines. How do I start? Then I got his attention. Start fighting each other sa forum. But sa forum kasi matagal eh. You throw in this question, 4 days, saka siya
Saka
magre-reply.
babalik. Yeah.
Then, so sabi niya, do you have ICQ? Sabi ko, what's ICQ? Hindi ko alam kung naabutan mo ICQ.
Hindi
Yan yung
pa yata.
pinakaunang messenger before. Yung relic na sobra before
Hindi pa,
Yahoo,
hindi pa.
Yahoo chat. Before,
YM, yeah.
Yeah, so it was ICQ. So we chat there. So he's teaching me how to do it, ganon. But still at the back of my mind, I want to be part of their organization. So after 2 years of keeping in touch with him, ganon, he finally asked me, "Do you want to partner with us?"
Wow.
Sabi ko, "Yes, of course, no." So at that time, medyo natulala ako. Wow, okay. So at that time, so what do I do? Then sabi niya, start an event, register a company that do events,
Yes.
and so that you can bring us here. And sabi ko, but I never done events before. Sabi niya, that's okay. We'll teach you every single step of the way.
Wow,
Yun, so doon
wow.
nag-start. So I registered yung Laurus doon. So originally, what I have in mind kasi is to bring Robert sa Manila.
Yeah.
So we started, so that was 2003 when
2003
we
yun.
started,
Wow, wow.
2003. Yeah, so we signed yung contract noong 2005.
Okay.
So we have yung first Rich Dad Asia event in 2005. So dun sa 2 years, you attended yung cash flow kasi namin before.
Mm.
Yan yung medyo polido na. But before, when I started sa coffee shop lang, one
Yeah,
table, two
yeah.
table, ganon. Tapos it's free. Okay. Then not until he said, okay, maybe nung tinuro niya, maybe you want to start charging. Sabi ko, start charging. May pupunta ba pag nag-charge ako? Yung ganon.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, yeah, people start paying pala. So 250 lang before, 300,
Yeah.
then raise it to 500. Tapos, yun. And nung lumalaki na, we reach like sometimes 10 tables, ganon. Sabi niya, you need to have volunteer with you. Hindi mo
Yeah.
kaya mag-isa lang. Sabi ko, but who will volunteer then? Sabi niya, well, if you never ask, you'll never know.
Mm.
So I start asking din. It end up sometimes mas marami pang volunteer kaysa participants. So, which is a good sign din.
Yeah, yeah.
Yun. So, yeah. So from then on, plano ko talaga to bring Robert. So noong 2007, Robert Kiyosaki is going to Asia. So Asia, 5 countries yun eh. Hong Kong, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, I forget the other one. So I was telling Rich Dad Asia si Bello, sabi ko, can we bring Robert to Manila? Sabi niya, well, kasi nakaplano lahat and you're not ready to do this kind of event yet. Okay, so 2009, Robert also came again sa Southeast Asia, Singapore, Malaysia. So sabi ko, can we bring Robert here? Sabi, you're not ready, but you'd rather attend. So he gave me free ticket, front seat
Okay.
pa.
Wow.
And that's where first time I met Robert noong 2009 sa buong Rich Dad team nandoon.
Nice, nice.
So I was introduced to Robert din. So it was nice. So noong 2013, again, Robert pumunta sa Southeast Asia. Sabi ko, can we bring Robert? Sabi, you're not ready. Okay,
Ang
so noong
daming rejection nun,
2015, daming rejection.
Yeah, yeah.
Kasi una hindi ko masyado maintindihan. Then noong 2015, January, he messaged me, do you want to bring Robert to Manila? So ako naman nagtanong sa kanya, am I ready? Sabi, I
Okay.
think you are now. Okay.
Wow.
So what do I do? So first, he had to link me with Success Resources kasi Robert Kiyosaki, anything outside US, Robert only works with Success Resources. So doon, we have to link you with him kasi sila yung talaga who brings Robert. So I flew into Singapore, met with Richard and Veron. Yun, so we signed contract then, everything. Then doon ko lang naintindihan what does he mean by you're not ready. Kasi
Yeah.
huge amount pala.
Okay. Oo nga.
Tapos yung skill din na first of all is yung huge amount. Second is yung database.
Yeah.
Kasi you
Tama.
need to feel it.
The attendees,
You're
no?
gonna lose money.
Yeah.
Mga attendees. So at that time, what little do I know pala why he said I'm not ready. Kasi since 2005 to 2015, it took us 10 years to bring Robert here.
Yeah, grabe.
At that time, hinahanda niya pala ako. Kasi sa every cash flow, we collect yung database, plus yung, and at the end of the year, every year we bring in Rich Dad Asia. So we have already like almost 18,000 database at the time.
Nice.
So which is good enough pala. So nahanda pala lahat. Okay,
And
so
I think
at the time,
yung 2015 na yun, I think that's still, for me, the biggest international event that happened in Manila.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we reached na sa 2,000 people.
Grabe, I was there
really
and punong-puno yung grabe. Grabe yung SMX.
Yeah, nagulat din nga ako kasi baka sitahin kami ng SMX that time. Kasi ang daming standing sa likod. We never prepare for that much.
Yeah.
Yun. But it was good. So it started there in buong Laurus. So what we do, kasi I've been attending every time, like Rich Dad Asia, let's say MMI sa Singapore, he will enroll me, ganon. Then sabi ko, ang ganda nito. So one day I was thinking if I can bring this Manila. So finally, after hard work, preparation, everything, so ready na kami. So we're able to bring all these things. So what we do is, we call it life-changing live events. No? Kasi
Wow.
mostly what we pick namin yung mga programs, courses, has to be life-changing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you experience those naman.
Yeah,
Yun.
yeah.
So instead of you flying outside, we bring it in na lang para dito na lang.
Tama.
We held it locally, but we bring mga import na speakers, almost the same. If you go Singapore, Malaysia, US, anywhere, same yung program.
Tama,
Same
tama.
speaker. We just set it up here. Yun.
Great.
So yun.
That's the history para of Laurus. Ngayon ko lang narinig yung buong story eh. And grabe yung desire mo and kagustuhan talaga na maging part ng Rich Dad team. And then I didn't know, ngayon ko lang nalaman na it was a 10 to 12-year journey pala of bringing Robert Kiyosaki here in Manila.
Yes, it took some time. But
Grabe.
kasi it's a lot of kasi yun nga exactly hindi pa ako ready at the time.
Tama, tama.
So, yun.
Yung pala yung sinasabi, no? Again, you will only understand pag nandun ka na eh, no? Di ba?
Tama.
Parang ano ba sinasabi mo? Bakit hindi ready? Hindi, ready na ako. Gustong-gusto ko na. Hindi lang pala about willingness eh, di ba?
Yeah, kasi I realized now if we do it early, in 2007, we have lose a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
We cannot even fill up yung room.
That's true.
Tapos yung experience then. Even that time nung Robert Kiyosaki is the first event we did with Success Resources, they have to send 8 people here.
Okay.
So we have to, kami nagbayad ng ano nila, airfare, hotel, plus allowance and everything, but just to help us. Kasi hindi madali. But at that time, we realized kasi sa mga event like this, 90% ng hard work is before the event.
Yeah.
To fill yung room. So once nandoon na, we don't know what to do then because at the time when you were there, we have several speakers like Peng John, JP Fox, si Rob Ropel, a lot, Mario Singh. So they have to guide us lahat, including yung crew, paano ano lahat. Because it's a big event. So we were overwhelmed, but para kami na quantum leap eh.
Yeah,
All of a sudden, from small event ng cash flow, ganon, so nabigla kami, which yeah, but which is nice kasi parang goma and expand mo, hindi na babalik sa original form. So I'm glad it happens.
Yeah, I'm glad too. I was part of that and I get to know you and also awesome people. And you know, diba, because of that event, it opened the doors, many doors to the Filipino people eh, diba? A lot of entrepreneurs hungry rin for learning katulad mo, diba? And maybe thanks to you kasi nga because of that hunger, you really wanted to create these life-changing events, no, for the Filipino people. I really view that 2015 event as really that door opener eh. Kasi I believe it will really catapult the Philippines and bring us to the next level. Because ang mag-aangat naman ito bukod sa government are entrepreneurs eh. And that's why we're making this program to create a lot more entrepreneurs. Kasi one cannot do it. The people right now cannot do it yet. We need more. Diba? And people like you having these types of events, yung mga magagaling na lalo pang gagaling, diba? And yung mga uhaw sa
parang
learning.
Ikaw.
Thank you very much. So I will accept that, diba? And yun nga, yung mga uhaw sa learning, lalo pang, makuquench yung thirst nila and then eventually, they will reach their full potential. No, I think ganon. So, you've been into a lot of different businesses, di ba? Sabi mo nga, nasa import-export ka before, nagpunta ka nasa food, financial planning industry, leadership industry as well. But definitely, with what you're doing right now, with Laurus, sa ganda ng office nyo, Jerome, di ba? With the interviews you're doing, you really wanted and you really fell in love with this type of business, di ba? So do you think if people do events as well, maybe not really gayahin kagad yung malaki mong ginawa, or maybe they have that big dream, pero ang ganda ng kwento mo kasi it made us understand or people understand that if you have a big dream, you really have to prepare for it. Imagine for a one-day event, 10 years of preparation, di ba? Parang ganun eh. So, is starting an events company as well, maybe kahit ibang topic, different topic, is it a good option for people to earn 6 figures a month, do you think?
I would say so kasi like what we do kasi aside from event kasi like you can become a speaker.
Yeah.
Author tapos entrepreneur who conduct yung mga sariling workshop mo, courses. Yes, I'm sure you can make 6 figure there.
Okay.
Kasi what we do kasi yung cash flow, kasi I don't really consider myself as a speaker kasi at the time yung cash flow is more facilitating and medyo napilitan lang ako eh. Kasi when I was signing contract, sabi ni Richard, do you speak? Sabi ko, no, but I have someone in mind who can do that. Sabi niya, no, you have to learn. Tapos, tinitingnan ko ulit yung contract, 8 page. Sabi ko, wala naman dito sa akin na mag-speak ako. So it's really not my but it's just parang I was pushed to doing it. But it was good. At least na-challenge ako doon.
And nag-grow ka.
But I was saying, nag-grow din a lot because I realized kasi anything na ayaw mong gawin, pag ginawa mo, doon ka nag-grow eh.
Tama.
So, yun. So to answer your question then, you can become author, speaker, providing courses, teaching people paano ka naging successful, ganon. You can do that. But for me, you have to test it a lot. Kailangan mo i-test maraming beses.
Okay.
So you can test it in a small group. You can go kunyari, you can even test it. You can visit let's say mga financial planning industry, maraming mga agency eh. Sometimes they're looking for mga speakers, trainer. You can test it there. For nice. Free lang, ganon. So you can test a lot, then see what works, see what doesn't work. Then once you're ready, in fact, kasi may mga sikreto eh. Like sa GBI, may mga tinuturo. I think you know this yun. Their house. Tapos your house. That's one of the secret din to bring people in sa event mo. Tapos ngayon with the advent of social media, you can use your platform din to promote yourself and yung product mo rin o yung course. So it's no doubt you can do it because I know, there are a lot of local speakers making 6-figure just doing this. So for me, you have to have a reference. What I mean by reference, so for instance, like big event, like what we do with a small event, yung cash flow. My reference is Rich Dad Asia, how they do it. So I just copy lang.
Like copy it.
Big event naman, copy. I copy naman yung Success Resources, how they do yung event nila. So for someone who want to venture to this business, you can just find a reference. There's a lot mga local that doing very well. In fact, have millions of followers. So see what they do, follow lang. Have a reference what they do, and just copy. Because success breeds success. Success leaves a trail behind it.
That's true.
So
success leaves exclusive, di ba? Parang ganun.
Tama.
And I think hindi lang sa events, but also in any other business actually.
In
you
any other
do
business.
have that reference. Parang idolin mo and then gagayahin mo, tweak ng konti to suit your taste as well. Yes, and tama. Sige, Joe.
Sige.
So,
kasi for me,
I'm mentioning lang na, di ba, sabi mo nga, pwedeng ikaw yung mag-speaker, gumawa ka ng topics mo. Pero how about, paano kung hindi naman ako speaker, hindi naman ako trainer? Hindi ba pwede rin sila yung organizer and then they pull in resources together like speakers?
Local din. Mga local din who's doing that. And I'm sure you're part of one of this din. Sila Floy. So what they do, they gather mga speaker naman, so they do event for them. So ang trick naman doon, first of all, you have to have capital kasi talaga eh. Kasi as a kuya author, speaker ka, you can start muna kung walang much capital to venture sa sarili mong event. You can do mga tinatawag na B2B, which is you can have someone who PR you sa mga corporate company because they're also looking for mga trainers, speakers, na mga ganon. Now, in the case naman, pag sa mga event, you have to have capital. Second is yung database marketing. Kasi most important, 90% of our work is to fill in yung room talaga eh.
Tama.
So that's what we focus on. So you have to have like marketing people. If not, shortcut is you can use mga affiliate. Find someone who's also interested to help you market yung programs, so you make them affiliate.
Tama.
So, nitty-gritty yun. Then, pagdating sa logistic naman ng event, hindi naman siya mahirap kasi I'm not someone who is good at logistic. That's why, honestly, even when nung venture na kami with Success Resources doing big event, Bellum was looking at me, yung Rich Dad Asia. Sabi nga, I don't think you can do this alone. Kasi I don't have the skill ng logistic mga lahat. So, sabi nga, you need to find partner then. But I already have a team at that time. So from my team, he select na sino pwede maging partner. Yun. So kasi kilala niya eh. And so from then on, so we build yung so that's why I bring in partnership then.
Okay.
Yung mga wala ako nandun sa kanila. So
Oh,
yun.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why so far it works so well.
Yeah, that's why. Kaya lalong gumanda, no? Because you brought in people to support you. Kasi sometimes,
Yeah.
maraming tao gusto nilang gawin sila lang mag-isa eh. Para solo lang
Mahirap
din
yun.
yung kita. Pero hindi eh. Ano naman yung solo mo kung if you will fail, di ba? Sometimes it's also good to share the wins. Kasi sometimes also the challenges, share mo rin, di ba? Pati yung responsibility. Ganon. So
Kasi
I
if you
like
want
what
to
you said.
go,
Sige.
yeah, because if you want to go far, two things people always ask me. I always say this: if you want to go far, first find a mentor who will guide you.
Okay. Find a
Second, you
mentor.
have to build a team. Second,
Build
build
a
a
team.
team.
Okay.
Yon. Kasi in even sa mga movie when you watch like yung Expandable, they have to have
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah, okay.
Yung Money Heist, they have to have a team.
Yeah, yeah.
Even yung Prison Break, they have to have a
Yeah.
team. You know, and if you look at it, team, they have certain specialty talaga. So if you want to go far, kasi meaning you think very wide, you need to build a team to execute yung plan.
Tama. Tama, no? Ang ganda nun na. Yeah, Money Heist, Prison Break, Expendables, whatever. Yeah, no one.
Yeah, even Avengers.
Yeah, tama, even usually hindi kaya ng isa eh. O laging merong
Hindi kaya
katulong, di ba? And that's great. Sometimes meron lang face of the team or what, but usually meron laging group of people. I like that. I like that. No? So, yeah, if they're thinking of doing parang ganito nga events business, maybe kailangan talaga nila ng team. And I like what you said na yun nga, kapag building up a bigger event or more speakers, kailangan mo ng puhunan talaga, capital. Kung ikaw naman mag-isa, medyo mas lean ng konti kasi unang-una, ikaw yung speaker. So, I mean, you can make do with that. So, we can start smaller, di ba? Parang ganun. Or maybe, kailangan mo naman ng marketing team behind you to set up the back end, di ba? Kasi ganun yun eh. Like ako, I think, katulad, ako naman, mas madali akong pumunta doon at mag-speak kaysa mag-ayos din ng logistics, di ba? It's also challenging. So maybe you got to also know where your strengths, kung nasaan ka. Ikaw ba yung gusto mo, ikaw yung speaker para kumuha ka ng support, or you're the support group and then you get different speakers, di ba?
Different speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
parang ganun. That's great. That's
Which
good.
you
That's
can
great.
find mga reference here sa Philippines, which is there's just a lot mga local na good ones, and you can follow how they do it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Sige, Jerome, that's good. Let's say I have another question. For example, yeah, with what's happening right now, there's a lot of challenges. Yun nga, and ang ganda ng kwento mo, nanggaling ka sa crisis, you've overcame that, no? So, it's really inspiring. I'm sure there's a lot of people right now, there has also been challenged, di ba? Um, maybe this is the first time they're experiencing a crisis in their lives, and your story gives them a little hope, no, a big hope actually, na kayang-kaya kung nabaon nga sa 8 figures and then naka-recover and then even made an even bigger thing right now. That's something, no, na kaya pala talaga. So I believe there's a lot of wisdom in you. So if I will ask you, if you will start another business right now, let's say ngayon ka palang magnenegosyo, but you have that wisdom, that experience, hindi na natin naalisin yon, no, with your views in the world, anong business yung sisimulan mo and why?
Okay, ibe-base ko ito nung nangyari sa akin nung crisis before, nung
Okay.
1997. It's called Asia Financial
Yeah.
Crisis. Kasi at the time, I sat down with Rich Dad Asia, and he knows my story because I told him his story called
Okay.
Ganon. Then I think one of the somewhere I think 2009, I forgot kung saan ito. Then he asked me this question. Okay, sabi niya, Jerome, is your business recession proof?
Wow.
So sabi ko, obviously parang hindi. And sabi niya, many business are not recession proof nga. You know,
Okay.
once recession start or when a crisis like this hit, some bababa yung revenue, some will even close down. You know, so sabi niya, but so a lot of business maapektuhan. But sabi niya, but you can be a recession-proof person,
Okay.
okay, by learning certain investment skill. Okay, so even sa team ko, they know what happened to me before. So even I was, kasi si Robert, every time you hear him say na, okay, ano tawag dito? Crisis gonna happen,
Yeah.
you know, soon, ganon, ganon. Okay, so we're very much prepared in. So what I do kasi, for me kasi it's not so much having a tinatawag na emergency fund, but for
Okay.
me rather have a skill or an investment that will give you continuous income despite yung crisis.
Yeah.
So what I did, if I'm gonna start a business again, which I'm doing on the side, which is trading.
Okay.
Okay, I trade stocks, but the way we trade stocks, we usually roll in cash.
Okay.
Indices tawag. So whether the stock goes down, we make money. Stock goes up, we make money.
Okay.
So it's a skill because I use this kasi si Rich Dad Asia Belumtan, he's a very seasoned professional trader.
Nice.
Let me give you an example lang. I saw kasi sometimes he will show me his trade just to teach me lang. Nagkaroon ng crisis sa US noong 2008, yung Lehman Brothers, yung subprime mortgage.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
you remember that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the stock market collapses, ganun bumagsak. And surprisingly, Rich Dad Asia made a huge amount. If you convert it here in a span of, let's say, yung buo from bagsak, nakuha niya, because he magaling sa short sell, yung pag-akit nakuha din niya. So in span of 7 months, he make in peso, I would say nasa 8 figure.
Wow. Wow.
Just because of yung crisis na
That
yon.
in
Because
seven
if you
months.
listen, yeah, within 7 months. Then he showed me paano yung ano, then doon ako nagkaroon ng parang intrigue na, okay, sabi ko, yeah, and that's what he told me. You have to have a certain, if you wanna be recession proof, you have to have a certain investment skill that you
Skill,
can
no skill.
use.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That.
So, yun. And that's why nung bagsak ng, I trade US stocks kasi. So, nung bagsak ng US stocks, we're able to benefit from it.
Wow.
So, ngayon, medyo consolidate siya. Pinipilit umakyat because tulong ng Federal Reserve saka billionaire who's buying all those junk bonds sa US. So, it kind of just stagnant right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but so nakuha na namin so right now we're waiting for yun, akyat naman.
Okay.
So we're gonna take advantage of that. So
Nice.
why trading, no? Kasi of course, sa Laurus kasi we spend 90% of our time marketing just to fill in yung room.
Okay.
So kasi sa trading, you don't need much well, may capital din naman yung margin mo. You have to put money there. But the thing is, I don't have to have people. I don't have to have products.
Yeah.
I don't have to have a lot of things. Just
That's
internet
true.
connection lang, whether sa phone or sa laptop. Okay na ako.
Tama.
Yeah. Oh,
but most importantly,
did
the
you
skill.
attend ba?
Yeah.
The skill. Did you attend ba, Sandy?
Yeah.
Okay, so alam mo yung ginagawa.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. And I like it. What I really liked about what you shared is it's not about really the business, because business can be, or most businesses cannot be or may not be recession proof But having that skill, 'di ba? Ikaw yung investment mo tama 'yun. So you'd rather invest more on yourself. And then yun nga ang maganda nga dun sa trading, no? Because when trading the global markets most especially, going up or going down, yes, you can earn. And actually, 'di ba, sa cash flow 202, there is the call and put option that before I was asking, ano ba to, kailan to magagamit? Saan to magagamit, 'di ba?
Yung advanced technical trading, yes.
Oo, 'di ba? Tapos yun pala yun, no? So and sometimes, hindi naman din pwedeng so ikaw tatanungin ko, tingin mo ba like even people with no experience, zero experience can learn that skill, or they have to go through a certain, phase muna?
Okay, kasi ako, I start with no experience then, meaning I have experience. I did Forex before. I did PSE trading.
Okay.
Panalo naman, but not that much. But for me, it's not so much an experience, but for me, more important is yung willingness to learn. Willing to learn ka, and especially another important thing, willingness to learn, but also learning from the right people, from the right person.
Tama.
Again, going back sa tinatawag na reference, meaning you have to have a reference track record din ng tao who you want to learn from. Yun.
Nice.
Like you're saying din, kasi sa business, not all business are recession proof. Kasi for me, more important whatever business you're gonna do is ikaw, yung sarili mo.
Oh, nice.
You wanna invest more on yourself Kasi like for instance, like ikaw, DJ, ako, or whoever, kahit saan ka iba to sa real estate, I think you're gonna do well, which you did well. Kung sa financial planning, you did well. If you're gonna do sa event, I'm sure you're gonna do well.
Okay.
Because it's built in. Bit-bit mo kahit saan ka pumunta. Yung attitude, yung galing. Yun. So it's more than yung business, yung vehicle lang is the person. For instance, like sa burger. Anyone can do burger Uh,
Tama.
but Jollibee, because hindi yung business, because may entrepreneur, yung tao,
Yeah.
nagpalaki nun eh. And I would say Jollibee is not the first one to do
Tama.
yung mga burger business. When I was growing up, there's a lot of burger business
Okay.
Jollibee is just one of the maliit lang.
Okay.
Because of the entrepreneurship, yung si Tony Tan who made it so
I
big.
like the entrepreneur, the leader, no? Tama ka, no? Kasi, pwedeng the same business, but one will fail while one will succeed simply because of the business owner. Right?
Yes,
So aside, ang ganda nung shinare mo, Jerome, so maybe people who are watching this, it's not just about finding the right business or opportunity. Sometimes, although maganda rin yun, kasi having the right vehicle is important, but having the right person, the right mindset, investing in yourself is equally, if not more important. Diba?
Yes,
Kasi if you invest on yourself, yun nga, maganda sinabi mo, kahit saan ka dalhin, you bring the same you eh. No? If you are not growing, kahit lumipat ka ng company, you blame your boss, you blame this business, you blame your partners, whoever. Tama eh. You bring you're bringing yourself. Tama. You're
everywhere you go. Yeah,
I
just
like
like sila Henry C, right? Yung sila Henry C, they venture to bank, malls, anything. They become successful.
Tama.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you for that wonderful share. And I'm sure a lot of people would like to learn from you. With this a brief time that we have and brief interview and sharing, I got to know you more. I'm sure people got to know you more. And I learned a lot. I have a lot of realizations. And I'm sure people who are watching this video are also having a lot of realizations right now. If they want to learn more from you or probably follow you and your team, where can they find you?
So website namin, laurus.ph. Tapos sa laurus.ph. Sa Facebook namin is yung facebook.com/laurus.ph din.
Laurus.ph.
Laurus.ph lang pala.
Laurus.ph, walang dot. Okay, so they can search you there. And of course, diba, dun din sa Laurus page, the interviews that you have with different entrepreneurs.
Yes, sa Facebook.
Yeah, they're also played there. Great. Yeah. So thank you, Jerome.
Na-interview na kita, di ba?
Yes. Kailan ba mag-i-air yun?
Dami kasi.
Oo nga, ang dami.
Okay, kasi ang problema, nawala yung namin. Nawala yung graphics designer video.
Okay.
Nung after lockdown, parang nag-quit.
Okay.
So I have to find out to edit all of those. Yun.
No worries. I'm sure naman, marami ring content din ngayon eh. So I'm sure in the future marami nakapila dyan. So and I'm sure to share that eventually in the future. Hope to visit you in your office as well sometime pag natapos na ulit tong lockdown. Diba?
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, are there new events that we are expecting from Laurus after this lockdown has been lifted?
Well, first na move kasi yung Millionaire Intensive namin from April dapat to October.
Okay.
So right now, we're actually moving yung NAC, which is keynote namin si Vishen Yakani.
Si Vishen, dapat June, no?
Yes. Mind Valley. So Vishen Yakani, dapat June 12, but we're moving it right now. So we're still finalizing with Team Vishen and some other speaker and yung venue.
Okay.
So hopefully by afternoon lockdown, we can have yung confirmation.
The date, sige. That's good. I'm excited doon sa Millionaire Mind Intensive. I've been inviting people as well to attend that. That's also a life-changing event. And of course, the National Achievers Congress. No, yun yung, for me, one of the biggest events every year for Filipino entrepreneurs. No, if you really want to learn from international speakers, maganda rin yung Filipino speakers, maganda rin yung nakakarinig ka ng people from abroad para lumalawak yung mindset mo, 'di ba? Global na. Ganon. So we go there every year. No, every year 'yan, 'di ba?
Yes. And I know you nagvo-volunteer ka sa Millionaire Intensive, right? And
I always go there to volunteer the event,
serve
to crew.
People.
To serve,
Crew.
Nice. So it's also one way to give back all the blessings that we are having. So thank you very much, Jerome, for this interview. Sige, bro.
What I did din kasi before, Success Resources, I attended Millionaire Intensive way back 2007.
Okay.
Then after that, Belumtan, which she asked me to crew din. So I've been doing crewing din doon. So I
Since
fly in there.
2007. Wow, abroad, no?
First crew was 2008 yata, at saka 2009. Twice ako nag-crew sa MMI.
Tama.
So just because you're gonna learn a lot sa crewing lang.
Yeah. Minsan, actually, I always say that when you crew, you learn more because
Mhm.
attending things the second time, the learnings are deeper than the first
Mhm.
time, di ba?
Tama, tama.
Ganon. So
Ayan.
great. Thank you so much, Jerome, for your sharing and for this conversation. I'm sure a lot of people learned. And if you guys like this video, kindly subscribe in my YouTube channel and also my Facebook page, and also follow us, kami ni Jerome, sa Facebook and our website. So thank you guys for listening,
Thank
and see
you.
you again soon. See you.
Thank you.